National Program Director. What do we mean when we talk about simplification?
The simplification of the business environment is these areas which are targeting the obtaining of licensing in addition to business regulations. And these are the areas that we aim to simplify to become more business friendly.
Why is simplification needed in the first place?
Well, it's likely that the simplification of the business environment will reflect positively on the certainty and transparency of business in general. And this will lead consequently to the improvement in the likelihood of businesses growth and in the increase of the number of businesses that are starting right now, and they will choose to work in or to operate in the formal economy.
So, to be more specific, can you talk about something that you would like to simplify?
Well, starting a business could be very complex if we are dealing with some permissions and licensing that has to do with one public organization depending on the type of the project. And this is one of the aims of the Syrian government and the Business Environment Simplification Program to simplify and to make this process easier and less costly.
So, shall we talk here about the Companies House Initiative?
The Companies House Initiative changes the role of the government from the role of a gatekeeper into a role of facilitator. It's a radical attempt to deliver the government services to the business community through a dedicated place and office, harnessing the existing public administration network using IT solutions and depending on predetermined service levels through the service delivery agreements.
Is Companies House likely to improve competitiveness?
Well, the Companies House is likely to increase the certainty and transparency of business processes. And this will reflect on reducing the time needed for obtaining licensing for starting a business, in addition to reducing the cost and in general the compliance cost, in addition to the fact that it will encourage businesses to operate in the formal economy.
So in one way or another, it's just like cleaning the back for businesses.
It is like that, yes.
Yeah. So of course it's not a very easy thing to do. So what are the challenges that you have faced?
Well, the major challenge was to move the concept from the paper and breathe life into it, to make it something concrete and able to provide good business services.
So can you, let's say, talk about some challenges that you have overcome in one way or another?
Well, establishing the Companies House need to the coordination and cooperation of many public organizations because of the complexity of the licensing issue. And we managed to reach a mutual cooperation with all these organizations in order to facilitate the establishment of the Companies House.
How were you able to do this?
Well, we managed to do this through addressing the various levels of the government. For example, we had at the beginning high-level governmental support of the concept of the Companies House, and then we moved to work on more on what we call more the operational levels. And in this way we managed to tackle both sides or both levels and facilitate the process.
Another equally important initiative is ISRA, initiating Syrian regulatory and administrative reform. Can you tell us a little bit about ISRA initiative?
Well, the ISRA initiative has been created in conjunction with BESP and the Syrian government at the highest level. ISRA encompasses 4 components. The first one has to do with the simplification of regulations and legislations, in addition to introducing RIA and consultation, and then we move to the simplification of administrative procedures, and also we work on improving the quality of legislative drafting. These components will work together on supporting the process of simplifying the legislations and regulations related to business in Syria. And we would like to focus here on the issue of sustainability, because we have managed to cooperate closely between the BESP and the counterpart organizations. And we are focusing on the capacity building of the staff of ISRAR, equipping them with the needed knowledge and the needed skills to carry out their work, and this will ensure sustainability after BESP ends.
Change is not an easy concept to define. So what do we mean by change? In your point of view, why is it needed? Can you just elaborate a little bit about this?
Okay, change, I think change is a change of the way of thinking, and this will reflect on the attitudes and on behavior. Syria has started a process of reforming. The move is characterized by a firm tendency to activate the role of the private sector in order to make it contribute more effectively to the Syrian economy, in addition to attracting more FDI and creating a simplified and enabling business environment, in addition to liberating trade.
So it's clearly reflected in Syria's attempts to access the WTO, also for the private-public partnership, the discussions that are happening nowadays.
Yeah, as you mentioned, these are examples of how change is taking place and how are the steps taking place for moving towards social market economy.